Hello, welcome to Penny's Art Corner. This is my maiden voyage video, the first video that's officially made for my YouTube channel. For this video, I'm going to be participating with Teri's Crafty Christmas, hosted by Sweet Pea Papers. There are lots of giveaways, prizes, freebies, and if you follow this link, linktree/Teri's Crafty Christmas 25, that will take you to the main Linktree page, where there are over 43 collaborators, over 70 videos, at least 5 to 10 kits that are available, lots and lots of freebies. So head on over there and see what you can find and work on through the new year. So you'll find lots of Christmas and winter related junk journal kits there. So this collaboration is also, I'm just going to put this up here so you can see the names of the kits. The freebies are being given away in Sweet Pea Papers Junk Journal Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook groups, and that way you can access all the videos and tutorials, weekly challenges, shop through the Junk Journal kits that of the creators that have donated, get lots of freebies, and you can enter the giveaway. So I'll post that link again in the description box, and we'll see what we're going to make today. So I've used a kit from Lottie's Magic Attic, and this is called the Hearth and Pine kit. And I've made a tall, skinny journal. I've used one of the envelopes for the kit as a closure and put a little bit of foam in there in between this fussy cut and a Velcro sticky, which I'm going to have to already move because it's chunkier than when I started. So we're just going to flip through here and look at all the elements, and then we're going to add a few elements and put in some of the other pieces. So you can see that since we were good crafters, Santa's left us some candy here, along with the fussy cuts, sentiments. There's tons of journal tags with this kit, recipe cards, postcards, journaling pages, lots of tags, all kinds of things to stuff this journal with. So on this first page, I've just taken this is one of the freebies. There is a set of 4 collage tabs, and I've just put that on a piece of vellum and covered up a piece of writing paper from the kit. And also there's a little tuck spot right here where we can just put a little tuck in. I'm going to put this flip back this way. And then these are the papers from the kit. This one's on cardstock. Got a little tuck spot here. Made with one of the journaling cards. Flip out specimen card with a pocket. You can stick this one in here. And then a little pocket down here for tags. And another couple little bitty pockets here. There's so many pockets and tags in this kit that if I'd put them all in, we'd have been here. If I'd have made this online while I was working, we've been here all day. So I really like journaling spaces, and I really wanted to be able to make a place where we could write down things we're grateful for in 2025, maybe Christmas memories. And so I made this little flip out here. This is just stuck on with scored washi tape and just folds back up this way. Next page, here's a tuck in, one of the fussy cuts. More little layered pockets. There's a lot of circle layered pockets. I'll put this big one down here. So I just like to layer those so that it gives a little bit more dimension. There's another little pocket. I really like these papers and the red and green and hearth idea. There's a tuck spot, and this is one of the freebies. I don't know if that's going to fit in there. It's kind of wide. This was one of the freebies. There's 5 different freebies that come with just this kit. More little tuck spots. This is just a folded from the main kit. I use the portrait pages, but there are a lot of landscape pages with writing space. This is a window shade pull-out that I made, and we're going to make one of these together. You just pull it down, write on your message on there, and then tuck it back up like a window shade, and then it kind of stays up there in secret. This is a page from the journal kit, and what I've done is just folded it in half, folded down this corner, and then I'm just going to glue it right down to this page, if my glue will work. And make a fold over tuck spot. Let's see if I can get that on there straight. So now we've got a tuck spot here. Fold over to this page and then open that up for more writing space. Or you could glue this down for another pocket and stick some things down in here. This is another pull-out, Christmas memories for writing space. And another big pocket and a big tag. And these specimen cards fold out. There's a pocket back in here, pocket down in here. And these little pockets, see if I can find something tiny we can tuck in there. And here's where I plan to put another one of those window shades, and I'll just show you how I did it. So I've cut this collage strip at 4 inches, which is the width of my paper, and I'm just going to glue that down. Let's see, which way do I want it to go? I want it this way. I'm just going to glue 3 sides. So that that can tuck right up there. And then I've taken this piece from the main kit and I've printed it double-sided so there's writing space on each side, and it's about 3 3/4 inches so that it'll tuck right up in there. And then what you want to do is just fold it so that you have what you want visible at the bottom, and I want this part to show when I pull it out. So I just have I folded it so that this top fold goes a little bit beyond this so that it can tuck up under here when we glue it in. So I folded it up this way, and it's just a little bit above that spot, and then I just folded this back in. So it comes out as if, sort of like you were doing a hidden paper clip or like an M, and you can fold it anyway. There's no right or wrong measurement. Excuse me, my allergies are playing up today a little bit. So now I'm going to just glue this piece right up under here. See if we can get it straight. Press it down. And then when this tucks up under here, and this will tuck up in here. Let's see if I can get it to go. Just like that. And then I'm gonna, this is the Murphy's Law of junk journal videos. This is what your glue doesn't work when you're filming. It's gotta be a real thing, right? So I really appreciate you watching my first video. Hopefully I'll get better. If you can hear me and everything looks clear, I hope you'll leave me a comment and let me know. And of course, I'd love it if you could be the first person to like my video. Wouldn't that be sweet? Okay, so that's all tucked in there. And then we can just pull it straight down like a window shade. It's got writing space on both parts. And then we can just tuck it right back up in there. Pretty spiffy, huh? I like it. I like this kit because there is a lot of pages that are open for writing. And that's what we want. This waterfall is also part of the kit, and I've backed it on the background paper that came with one of the freebies, and then I've added some sentiments here. When you cut it out, it just lines right up to glue in. So what I've done is just cut it out, laid them out in order of smallest to largest, and then just left a little bit of room. And I did use this line as a guideline. So you can put what you're grateful for. You can put pictures of your your super grandkids under there, or your pets, or a trip maybe that you went on. And then I've glued this just piece of ribbon up here at the top. And what I'm going to do now is just put a little piece of Velcro dot down there just to keep it closed. So these are Velcro closures that I got from Amazon. They're clear when you put them on, so that's kind of nice. So I'm just going to stick it right here, the loop side and the soft side. I'm just going to pull this ribbon straight down and just push, so that way when I close the journal, these won't be flipping and flapping. So that'll just stay right there. And then here's my back page. So let's put some of these tags in so that you can see how pretty they are. This is one of the freebies. It's a big library pocket, and I just put the tags that came with it in. And let's see, I think we'll put that, maybe we'll put it right here. And then here's our tuck out spot. There's other little library cards here that came with the kit. And maybe we'll, since this one wouldn't fit because it's too big, we'll tuck some of these up in here. And then here's some other tags. This one came, I think, with a freebie. And here, there's another pretty set of Hearth and Pine tags. Here. There's our pull-out window. So I'd like to know, too, what you're grateful for this year. What would you write in this journal if it was yours? What kind of things did you give thanks for? What are you looking forward to in the new year? Here's another pretty tag. Let's stick that right in here. There's our window shade we made together. And you can just tuck it right back up in there. Our waterfall and our closure. So I still have recipe cards from the kit. This kit is very generous with all kinds of goodies. Pickup truck, red wagon, postcards, a wagon again, and stockings. So let's see where can we stick some of these. So we could make this a tuck spot. If that'll fit. That's too wide. Try this one. Put these. I think that's just wider than, almost wider than my page. I hope you'll head on over to Lottie's Magic Attic and look at this kit and all the other kits that came with the collaboration. There's so many. There's so many great creators, and the videos are wonderful. If you're home for break and not having to go back to work till after the new year, I hope you'll spend some time looking through the videos and enjoying what's there. I hope you'll like and leave a comment for me, and just let me know what I can do to improve. I know it's a work in progress. It just takes time. But I had a good time putting this kit together. And I want to thank Teri at Teri's Crafty Corner and Sweet Pea Papers for hosting this collaboration. And I want to thank Lottie's Magic Attic for a great kit. So head on over to this link and see what you can find that you can be super creative with today. Thank you. Happy New Year.